Hello and welcome to Cosmic Crit. This is Rebecca here to introduce this very exciting episode, so I'm not going to take too much of your time before we jump right in. But first, it is June, and June is a very important month for us here at Cosmic Crit because it's important to two communities that we hold dear to our hearts. One, happy Pride Month to all of our LGBTQ listeners out there, and also happy International Women in Tabletop Month. You can check out womenintabletopgaming.com. They have all kinds of blog posts and streams happening this month to celebrate women in tabletop gaming. So really exciting stuff. Check it out. We also have our June Fan Challenge going on right now. It is the Fill Our Soundboard Challenge, and you can help us get some Cosmic Crit specific sound bites to use in our games. Fill out our Sirenscape board. You can check out our website for details at cosmiccrit.com. All right, without any further ado, here is episode 88. Crit me with your best shot.
Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
The good old days may not return. Rocks may fall, and a TPK you may earn. I'm going to tell no lies. This episode, I'm going to cut some PCs down to size. Welcome back, Heartbreakers, to another episode of Cosmic Crit. I am your GM, and I'm not being petty when I say you don't know how it feels to be me, the GM. Joining me this week are my 5 free-fallen runners down a dream. They're your 5 friends and 5 players. To my right, let's get to the point. Let's oil this drone's joints. It's Tyler playing a Keithy with itis.
Because I won't back down? Did I get it right?
Yeah, Tyler. To his right, she's a bad girl. Hates her mama. Loves demons. And devils too. It's Rebecca rockin' Talara.
Hello.
Across the digital table, under the fur of blue, into the great wide open, it's a bear without a clue. It's Miles with Win.
Good evening, good morning, and good night.
To his right, he's learning how to make his Lanty die, but he ain't got wings. Jumping on desks is the hardest thing. It's Jabert bringing bump puzzle. Hey, Patrick. And to my left, he's going to stand his ground, but he won't be brought down. It's Drew running with Cass.
I'm petty and heartbroken.
I'll say, guys, every week waiting from Monday to Monday is the hardest part of our Starfinder campaign.
The waiting was the hardest part.
Yeah, this is all Tom Petty and Heartbreaker stuff, and it worked. I was so excited when I was going through lyrics to make this one. I was like, "Oh, these are all great. These all work well."
Yeah, his stuff does work pretty well for this kind of thing.
Well, he's such a lyricist, and so much of it just really resonates. And I was like, "Wow, I know a ton of Tom Petty songs."
I actually got it this week.
Yeah, and Tyler got it.
I figured if there would be one that Tyler was going to get, it'd be Tom Petty.
I was pretty happy. Although, since
you got
I'm
the same
first,
initials as the man.
Yeah, since I'm first, I kind of panicked for a second. And I was like, "Oh, I know one," and then they all went away. All the songs went away from my brain. And I was like, "Oh no!"
Oh boy, guys! Once again, we're in the midst of summer here. It is time, though, because of the heat, to escape the outdoors and maybe watch some summer blockbusters, or at the very least, stay indoors and Netflix and chill out in the AC. I want to touch base with you, Miles, our resident film guru. What's been your favorite movie so far this year?
Oh man, that is tough because I mean, as far as the popcorn in me, like I mean, you've had stuff like Shazam and Avengers Endgame, which have been super satisfying. I'm unfortunately living in South Carolina. A lot of the indie stuff that hits the big cities or LA, New York, haven't got a ton of chance to see. But there is a really dope independent horror film that just appeared on Shudder called The Ranger, which is a kind of a punk slasher film.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I was surprised with how much good stuff has already come out. But yeah, we got some good movies to look forward to.
As of recording tonight, John Wick tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. And if you guys haven't, definitely worth checking out the other John Wick movies. Drew.
Just getting called out hard. Just
No,
straight up.
I deserve it. I own the movies. I still haven't watched them.
That's
Honestly, it's my fault because I never want to watch them. I'm like, I don't want to watch that.
They're great. Do you love animals dying?
Yeah.
Horrible animals.
What a
Spoilers.
Great start.
Okay, guys, let's get into it. Episode 88 is here. Are you guys ready?
I hope so.
No, you're not. But before we get into the action, tell me what happened last time on Cosmic Crit.
We ring the bell on round 2 against the undead duo, while a murder bot gets ready to third-party the heroes. The Royal Venture is beginning to look less like a starship and more like a tomb for our hopes and dreams.
Wynn chose to compartmentalize the battle with the zombie and the deathbot by locking the door behind him. With the help of his new trident, the zombies that had given us so much trouble before fell easily.
Miffed that we had stolen items from a room of a past Perept and also killed the murder bot, the AI Eliok called the guards on us.
Eliok had the gall to send more Islani against the crew. Those fools paid the price with their lives.
Continuing through the wreck, we encountered a troop of Aslanti troopers on scaffolding. It was a close fight, and it took every one of us, but we once again prevailed. And now, this ship AI has to do my laundry for a week.
Pretty close fight. I think you guys were, as you said, 1 HP, 2 HP away from.
Right. I think it was very nearly all of the frontliners out.
Talaro almost took a point of damage at some point. It happened.
Drew, I was really hoping that you were going to say they paid the iron price. I was going to clap.
Game of Thrones has been over for like a month, bro. What are you talking about?
You can still reference the parts that were good.
So you guys can
Free Fallen came out about 3 years ago or 30 years.
3 years ago, yeah.
Yeah. I'm a time traveler. That's
okay. Yeah.
From the far off time of 1992.
right.
Guys, getting back into it, this week's episode starts up with, I imagine, you taking apart the computer that Eliok is being projected from, hacking into it, dismantling parts perhaps, but it seems like it is not hooked up into like the main system, this little port. The main computer system more than likely on the bridge. Won't be able to find anything else from this station. Pretty hurt, most of you guys. How are you doing right now? I believe we ended right on the end of that last combat.
Right.
Does anybody need to take a rest, a 10-minute rest?
Yeah, I definitely do.
Yeah.
Rebecca was able to hit me with a healing serum, which did well. Does a body good. You know.
Yeah.
Speaking of healing, what did we decide we would have to do in order to get rid of some of the status conditions that are affecting both Kaz and Wynn?
So from the Starfinder crit fail cards rules, anything that says you have like this condition, the poison state conditions, you have those until you are healed up to the amount that of damage that you took. So for Wynn, you'd have to have magical healing or rest of 6 hit points, which is, I believe, what you kabonked yourself in the head for. So if you want to spam some healing serums, if you have them now, go right ahead. Kaz, I believe that was a minimum one for you so many episodes ago, but max yours is going to be 6 hit points.
And I think I've hit myself for at least some of that already. Go back.
Yeah, take a look at your healing serum usage. Miles, do you have any on you?
I don't think I have any at the moment.
If Nikithi has some medicine, didn't we find a med kit? Nikithi could potentially do some treat deadly wounds to provide some healing.
Yeah, can try.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy to roll a medicine check.
Please do.
Please roll well. We're looking for a DC 25 with, I think, just the regular medicine.
I mean, my medicine is +8, so
yeah, it's a hard roll. It's a hard roll.
That's a hard roll.
You do have a reroll still to use. I'm not telling you how.
You wish.
Saying. You could save your friend's life right now, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Oh, I was so close, Miles. I'm sorry.
Really close. Hey, don't apologize.
I rolled a 22. I was 3 off.
I'm gonna hit myself with a healing serum real quick too.
Okay, let's see it.
That's another 5 back.
So your wisdom poison will be completely gone. You went down 2 tracks, but that was the first time you got hit was yesterday. So resting up took care of that first one. Kaz, do you need to burn an RP?
Unfortunately, because I was at 1 SP, I have to. I don't want to, because I'm down to 1 RP. Hey,
yeah, I did the same thing just now.
I would really like to camp out for the night somewhere, but
so when are you down to 0 now?
Yes,
3.
I'm now using my last RP.
And Nikithi, Kaz, Bumfuzzle, you've both used 3 all 3 of you have used 3 as well. Does that put you at 1 each?
I'm at 2 remaining.
Nice.
No, it's not nice. Don't say that. I don't like the sound of that. I like your tone.
It's twice as many as you have, so it's pretty nice from where he's sitting.
I do, after I rest, want to check out this room that we're right outside of.
Yeah, so you see a hallway continuing down about 50 feet or so, and there's a door immediately on your left about 5 feet down, and then one at the very end. Looking at the map that you downloaded when you first got in here from Eliok, this first one, room number 10 on the manifest, say medical bay.
Yep, I'm here.
As Lanty, you charging right inside.
Yes.
Oh, there's 2 butler bots. So.
Oh, stupid Miles. No. So rocking inside this room, it's fairly small, pretty cramped for a big bear. But you see a slender medical table, some cabinets along the starboard wall, and besides some crash damage in the aft bulkhead, it's pretty well kept, tidy. It seems like it was secured for the crash and doesn't seem to be used. There's no blood or anything anywhere, ancient blood. In the cabinets, if you're rifling through, there are dozens of what look like Aslanti medical supplies, in vials and in bottles and things like that. Some have rudimentary instructions in Aslanti, in what seems like a kind of an older dialect that, from what you know. If you guys are filing in here, taking a look at these guys, anyone can give me a medicine check to see if you can figure out what these are, what they do.
It's a 16.
Pretty good. So that is enough to tell at least some of them apart. Some of them are, medicinal. Some are, preventative kind of things. And in these piles, you find, a number of things. First off, there are 4 tier 1 analgesics, 2 tier 2 antitoxins, and a tier 2 sedative, a single tier 2 sedative. In addition, there is a drawer marked medicinal cures, and inside there you find the equivalent of slap patches, kind of, that look like they work magically, like Mark 1 healing serums, and there are 4 of them.
Definitely need 1. I need more, but I want to share with my crew.
In addition to that, there are 4 spell ampules of lesser remove condition. Remove condition lesser? Yes. One of those 2.
I probably need that as well.
Would have been handy yesterday, but...
Yeah.
You should have teleported into the middle of this wrecked starship instead of starting at the only entrance.
So Flame's definitely going to pocket the sedative, but he definitely is going to take one of the equivalent of the Mark 1 healing serums.
That's my old K-Bear.
Do you want to use one right now?
I need to, if I can.
Yeah. So it's there's adhesive on one side, and you peel off a piece of paper and just kind of apply it to your fur. Just slap it on your neck.
What's that? 1d8?
It works just like a Mark 1. Yes.
Kaz is also going to take one of those. I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to hang on to it.
Ooh, 7.
Very nice.
All right.
Nice. You needed that.
That will get rid of that condition. Yeah.
Yeah. Bye condition.
You needed a 6. So,
if no one else is in HP damage, I would like to take another one. But if someone else is,
How's Bumfuzzle?
I'm down by 4 right now.
Okay. Do you want to take one?
I mean, let's see. Yeah, I suppose it'd be pretty helpful.
This is before the final boss fight, so if we have them, I'd use them.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's not metagame, but
Again, it's not metagaming because we know we're about to run into like the Lieutenant Sharu. And
I mean, we're chasing a guy. We know we're going to come up against.
So,
right, but we don't know how big the ship is. But anyway, I'll go ahead and take one of those if I may.
Go right ahead. That's 2 down, or I guess 3 if Miles is taking an additional one.
Ow.
oh, lame.
well, Rebecca, Tyler, do either of you need one?
Minimum healing on that one.
Yeah, so I announced I was going to take one of those. So I'm not using it right this second, but I'm keeping it.
And Miles, did you want to take the 4th one, or?
Yeah, if no one else is going to need it, I'm going to go ahead and roll it again.
All right, roll them bones. Ooh,
Oh, yeah, baby.
maximum. Jeez Louise.
that's
You better be back at max.
I'm not quite, but I'm happy.
Yeah, 15 will help out. Okay, well, that is just about all you find in here. There is a door leading to the northwest from here that seems to go into what the map says is the crew quarters. Which way do you want to go? You can go back out in the hallway, or you can go through the crew quarters.
Well, we know that the bridge it will be faster to get to the bridge from the hallway, but if there are any more Aslanti troops on this ship, as we know the AI called, it is possible that they are still held up in the crew quarters, and we might be able to ambush them there before we reach the bridge, to prevent them from ambushing us.
That is a good point, Kaz. So I'm definitely for popping.
Crew quarters, sounds like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who's going in first? Boop. That's a win.
Yeah. No one expects the Spanish winning position.
No one expects like a medium-sized door opening up and then like an arm and then a leg, then like a head go thwump.
It's like the only good scene in It Follows.
You shut your pronkin mouth right now.
In this chamber, you find it pretty eerily quiet as you enter. There are about a dozen or so beds bunked up for crew here, and next to each of them a small personal locker at the side with a circular keypad terminal that looks like it locks them. There are a few doors that exit this room in a few directions, one to the northwest, one to the northeast. And it seems like some of the doors here, including there's one to the galley and one to the medical bay where you're coming from. What do you guys want to do? Is everybody coming inside?
Yes, I think so.
All right.
Nikithi and Idis will go over to the door that looks like it leads to the bridge and just kind of listen in, see if we can hear anybody on the other side.
I mean, they're massive steel doors, and this part of the ship doesn't seem very damaged, so there's next to no sound coming through them.
Could I look around to look for signs that the Aslantes have been searching around in here or disturbing stuff or anything like that?
It looks fairly undisturbed. All the lockers seem closed, seemed locked. Maybe you see some of the beds look like they've been Goldilocks slept in. But besides that, it doesn't seem like there are many signs of life, as it were.
Is it possible to open the lockers?
That would require someone with engineering as a skill. Trained engineer, perhaps.
Ooh. I have a little engineering.
I think Bumfuzzle has more than the rest of us.
I'm sure he does.
Okay.
Is that something you'd be interested in doing, Jabert?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love opening things up and looking inside.
Before you do that, make sure you watch for traps, okay?
This does
Fair
seem
point.
This does seem like the perfect opportunity to.
I mean, if I had something that I wanted to keep in a locker, I'd booby trap the heck out of that thing. That's
No.
why my Easter egg collection that I stole from all those kids is has 8 grenades hanging over it.
That look like Easter eggs.
That also look like Easter eggs.
The decoy eggs. No traps, but if you want to spend time, I think you will be able to, with your skills, automatically pop these. They'll take a few minutes each. There are 12 of them. Do you want to go rifle through everyone's stuff?
I mean, if it all seems pretty quiet, I mean, maybe if somebody wants to post out and keep an eye on the hallway, I'll take the time.
Yeah,
I'll take the time to do that.
Nikithi will watch because the map would only show 2 doors.
Yeah, 2 other doors
leading out of the bridge. Do we know that one of the doors leads to an inaccessible area? Should I watch both doors, or do I just need to watch the one that we see is actually having access to a potential outside route?
I mean, that's up to you. Whatever you want to do. There's multiple doors leading into this room, so I mean, at the very least here, you can find 3. This one kind of towards the southwest of the room looks to go back into the destroyed cargo room, and you saw crates and things kind of covering that up.
There's also this N9 room up here that we know exists, but don't know what's inside it.
Mostly, I'm just concerned to make sure that nobody goes out of the bridge without us knowing. So I think Nikithi will watch. We'll go through N9.
Room 9 is the galley. Do you want to move out through there?
Yeah, and just watch down that hallway, and Idis will go back through the medical bay and watch down that other hallway.
It's a little gross in there, pretty unkempt. You see kind of slime or mold growing on bits. It's open to dirt and rock on one side, but you can get through that far port side door and look down what looks like the destroyed port hallway to another door that looks like it leads to the bridge. Back to Bumfuzzle, if you're cracking open all these, there's not a lot of things that you find in here, just some trinkets, fairly useless gear, and things like clothes that might run under armor, but just about everything has completely disintegrated. The annals of time. You find a pair of leather boots that, as you pick them up to move them, they just crumble into 50 pieces. But yeah, there's a bunch of these lockers, and in one of them, you eventually crack it open and find an amulet that is in good condition. It's dark, and as you pick it up and kind of move it over your hand, it changes color somewhat, reflecting your clothing and what you're wearing. This looks some kind of fancy thing that has survived.
Can Talara figure out what it is? If it's emitting magic or something?
Do you have some kind of spell that would...
I do have a spell that would help. Yeah, detect magic. I cast detect magic on it.
It is magical, and you detect illusory magic. If you want to figure out what this does, this will be a mysticism check. DC 19, I'll tell you that.
Ooh, I'll try, but I don't think that's going to happen.
The dice will tell.
You said DC 9, right? 9?
19. Is anyone else trained in mysticism?
Nikithi is, but he's not in the room.
Something you can take a look at down the road, or perhaps have identified back in town, or maybe when you have some more time to figure it out. But yeah, looks like it is indeed has survived so long because of magical glamours that have been cast upon it. You see maybe some Aslanti runes etched into the back of the golden kind of underside of the amulet.
Can I try putting it on to see if anything happens?
Yes, I believe you're sporting 2 magical Aslanti items now, right? With the detector and this.
I suppose so.
They do not go haywire yet, but it looks like as soon as you put it on, it rests squarely against your chest, and you see just kind of the patterns of your armor and all the weird bumfuzzle eccentricities of your kit kind of blend together, and it looks like it is trying to make a camouflage pattern out of what you're wearing.
Interesting. Does it look like particularly convincing, or is it the sort of thing where there's some sort of an activation word that would make it work better than this?
I mean, it looks like you're wearing camouflage. You're not sure exactly what it would do in a situation where it's in use, but it looks like some kind of,
some stealth helper.
A magical stealth aid for those who can't stealth by themselves.
Okay. Well, I look over at Win and I say, let's say, bear, wear this. Want a big green and brown bear. I put it on Win.
Does it fit against your super giant neck?
It's choking me.
It's magical. It'll resize. It's fine. It'll resize. Just give it like 5 minutes. And I'm like just garroting Win with it.
Right. So there. Besides that, I believe there's just a room to the northeast here. That you've not been in. You heading that way, Bumfuzzle?
Yeah, I'll lead the way into this room. I open the door.
Yeah, not listed on your map, but you know for a fact. Congratulations, you guys have found the bathroom of the ship.
Yeah.
Perception check to find somebody if they're using the bathroom.
I had that written in my notes first, Bert. Please do make a perception check. Sniff around. Sniff that toilet seat. Sick goblin.
Well... No, I just sniff the air. I'm not going to sniff the seat.
It was DC 10. You've still rolled it. You're a fart smeller.
Oh, no. You got me.
Fart smeller. No, it does smell indeed like it has been used.
Oh, my.
You'd recognize those toots anywhere. Those are his Lanty toots.
Oh boy, is this going to be like the scene in Pulp Fiction where Bruce Willis just like wastes John Travolta?
Spoilers for a 20-year-old movie.
You know what? I wasn't going to, but now that you said that, I'm going to roll a D100, and if it's 95 to 100, yes, that is what happens.
Oh,
24. Nope. There's not someone on the toilet that just like opens fire like ugh,
and just like the Pop-Tarts come out, and you're just like ah.
There are no Pop-Tarts in my canon.
So, crew, it looks like we have 3 entrances to the bridge. Idis and Nikithi are covering both the northern and the southern entrance, and we have an entrance to the center here. Win, you are very large, and I'm worried you are not going to be able to get through both of these doors effectively. Would you like to go to one of the other entrances just so we can make a jump on whoever might be on the bridge?
I will go with where Nikithi is. I do not want him alone.
That is a good idea.
So that's like the port side ship hallway.
And this new bling I have, does it like just add to my stealth checks or something, or
you don't know?
Great.
Oh, weird.
You want to try? You want to try to stealth into there?
Yeah. No.
You don't see a bear. I'm not here. Shot in the face.
So Talara is going to team up with Idis in the other hallway.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, then it's right. Bumfuzzle and Kaz.
Yeah, the Kaz Fuzzle team.
God, wait, please don't ever make that a thing.
I second that emotion.
Kaz Fuzzle.
Kazzle.
Hashtag Kaz Fuzzle, listeners. Hashtag Kaz Fuzzle.
It sounds like, gunk from the bottom of your shower drain.
I will approve Bumkaz, and that's as far as I'll go. It makes it sound like Kaz is a bum. Nikithi, you had something to say to your Ursine friend?
Oh, I was.
I love you too.
How did you know what I was going to say? I am embarrassed now. What is the plan? What are we doing?
Kaz and Bumfuzzle are going to go from the center. You and I are coming from the port side, while Talara and Idis come from the starboard side.
Very good. That does sound like a smart strategy. I will follow behind you. Take the lead.
Alrighty. You guys can position yourselves where you want. Who's making that first action to open a door?
Should we roll for it?
Well, I think we have.
Like short straws?
I think we've kind of rolled initiative first. And to the top here, we've got a Kaz. So let's get into it because Drew, as soon as Kaz hits that button in the lavatory and opens up the door, this indeed opens the door to the bridge. The door just slides out of sight into the bulkhead, and you see a fairly rusty command area. The front viewport smashed in, shattered, and rocks and dirt have kind of made a gradient inside here, along with some of the roots from the trees in the hill above you. There's a large reclining chair bolted in the center of this room upon a raised dais, and various other computer stations kind of scattered throughout the room. And you see a computer station immediately to the right of the captain's chair in the middle here, meticulously disassembled and labeled, laid out like a scientific venture. But as soon as you open that door, you know for a fact that a shot rings out from the middle of the room as you see a figure in bright green Aeon Guard armor peeking out from behind the chair with a rifle, cracks off a shot at you. And we are an initiative turn order.
Not a good start. Not a good start.
Can we see this? Can we see this character zoomed in?
Oh yeah, she is indeed on the front of this AP volume.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She looks dope. That's actually a really cool design.
Yeah.
Female in Aslanti armor.
Great armor set.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Aslanti armor. Don't read into that, listener.
Okay.
Spoiler warning, read into that.
Yes, but they have been warned from Eliok, so they were indeed waiting. I will add them to the initiative that we rolled before we started playing tonight to just hurry things along a little bit. And it's fair because I also rolled really well on initiative. Yep, the shot rings out. Wham! And I've rolled a 10 on the dice, and that is going to be a hit against KAC. And
Really? Even with cover?
Especially with cover. And this sounds like a little different. The retort is a bit shallower, has some more base than many of the other pacification rifles that you have seen. Let me roll this damage here. So, different kind of gun. What could it be? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It is 9 points of piercing damage, whatever it is. But yeah, it is a green casing, and it looks like a little more high tech, or better sights and things like that on this rifle. You also see what looks like a couple of IVSC cadets clutching their guns behind computer stations elsewhere in this room. And over open comms, you hear a very firm female voice in Aslanti saying,
"Get behind cover. Make them work for their shots. Do not break lines."
And that is starting us off as you are next in the turn order.
Oh, Lord, help me. Here's what's going to happen. Kaz is going to race in. Do I have enough? Is this on the floor to the kind of dead center next to the chair? Is that just disassembled on the ground? Can I walk over that?
That'll be difficult terrain. But yeah, it's a computer console that's taken apart like almost completely.
Do I have the action economy or the movement economy for 30 feet to get right here, right up on this person?
To move up to the woman in the green armor? Yes.
And that's what we're going to do, folks. Rest in peace, Kaz. Here we go. Entropic Strike. That is a 15 to hit.
15 against EAC?
Yes.
Is a miss.
Oh, no.
That's not good.
Oh, that's no good.
That's not good. Well, there's some problems here. The main one is you were pretty high in that initiative roll, but the next person down, Talara, who rolled a 10, did not beat the other soldiers in this room, and they're going next. And they see their commander fighting what looks like an armored human come to attack. They were also ready and waiting. They are going to shoot as well. They've got their purification rifles. One of them, you're getting some cover from the commander from the chair. The other one, you're out in the open. I think that one is going to try and make a couple of attacks, and this one is just going to spend some time trying to get you in her sights. It's going to make a single attack. So let's do this one first to the port side of the ship. Getting through cover is a 10 on the dice. It's going to be a miss against your KAC. And let's roll the 2 attacks from the cadet on the starboard side. All right, well, the 11 is a miss, but the 19 that I've rolled is going to be a hit. And these are rifles you're pretty well acquainted with. They are also a D8. 4 points of damage as another bullet just kind of tears through your armor, through the backside of your thigh. Hits the chair to your left. That is them. Next is Talara.
Talara would start by getting on her comms with Nikithi and say, "Hey, Slugger, I hope you've taught your drone how to open doors. Have you? Can she open a door?"
She has claws and a bite. She is incapable of operating any type of technological device.
Oh, no.
Why? What do you want to do?
I want to summon, but if I have to open a door, that's a move action, so...
You can do it as part of a move action, but that'll take up your move action next turn if you want.
Didn't you just get shot at, though?
Me?
Yeah.
Nope.
No, they shot at me, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yes. Did you take that damage?
No, I didn't. How much damage was it?
4. Are you not paying attention? You're the only one in the room.
Sorry, I'm blindsided because I was stupid enough to walk into this room by myself, and
We're coming. We're coming. We're not going to leave you there all alone. Okay, so I am going to...
It's time to go.
I am going to open the door and then start a summon, and that will just take 1 action from this turn and 1 action from next turn, right?
I'll allow it.
Awesome. All right, that's my turn.
Full action. The door is open, and now they can shoot at you if they wanted. Bumfuzzle is next in the turn order. The door is opened up in front of you. You've heard just a firing range worth of Aslanti weapons going off in this next room.
Yeah, I can see Kaz sort of getting riddled up from both sides. And I see in just a little sliver, a little peak on the other side of this big chair, this spooky looking Aslanti person. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna run up into a flank with my good friend Kaz, and as I do, I'm going to take one of those magnet rockets, and I'm going to stick it on the chair and have it just spin around real fast. And it's like, oh, there's a ghost in here. Ah. There's a ghost in here. It's only a 21 on the check.
There is no ghost.
Ow.
She doesn't even seem to notice you coming in behind her. But maybe you will if you hit her with a knife.
That would only be a 17 on the attack.
17 with the flank, right?
Including the flank, yeah.
That is a miss.
Yep.
Oh, this is no good.
Yeah, you guys are rolling some 10 and belows here on attacks. You should not roll that low. Nikithi, you're next.
Nikithi will say, "Win, get out of the way so I can open the door for you." And he will move up and open the door for Win, so that Win can make the charge inside, which means Idis is just going to have to use her limited AI to move up and get in front of the closest enemy she can. She's actually going to run in front of the enemy and get around as far to the side as she possibly can to get out of the way of any possible shots or summons.
Gotcha.
And that'll be it.
Oakley dokley, Win, door is open. You're going to have to squeeze in there, but what do you want to do?
So I'm going to go up and to this Aslanti cadet that is in front of our door, and I'm going to try to stick him with the trident.
Yes, it's a younger looking woman, only maybe 20 or so, but she's looking pretty fierce as she sees a giant blue bear walking up on her. Attack going.
Oh, that's not good. It's an 8.
Nope, that will not do it.
Not what we want.
Yes, ideally you would hit once during your turn, but that is not what has happened. But you have moved up on everyone here. There's been a lot of getting rid of my range capabilities, especially on Lieutenant Sharu, the leader of this occupation force, who is now being flanked by Bumfuzzle and Kaz, neither of which have been able to pierce her armor. We're back to her at the top of the turn order, and she's going to hold on to, I believe, her weapon, but let's see. She is actually going to just put the rifle down in the chair in front of her, just dropping it there, and is going to pull out her melee weapon, which is a pretty wicked looking curved blade, and feeling pretty good. I think she's got to go after who she saw first, a Kaz coming through the doors.
Oh, good.
I think she's got to, right? Oh, maybe wait until you see her melee capabilities before we sign off on this.
This is going to get ugly.
Patrick, when I said it's fine, I am the dog and the everything is fine meme image.
Oh my goodness. I just went back to the AP to make sure my notes weren't incorrect. No, this is a very powerful attack that is coming at you, Drew. Ooh, but I've only rolled a 6 on the dice. What's your KAC?
My KAC is normally 16. But with your last attack, you gained me an entropic point, so it is currently 17.
All right, excellent. I've rolled 18, so
Gronk, you're
gonna
Patrick.
Jeez.
Can
you mitigate this? Can you mitigate this?
D10 of damage coming your way. I've rolled a 7. That's not that much. 18 points of damage, Drew.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god, darn! I am now into HP damage. I cannot take another one of these hits, or I will be.
Can you mitigate it?
I can mitigate it for 2 points of damage. I mean, so.
Is that what you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'll mitigate.
I'm pretty sure you have to be conscious to mitigate the next hit, so it might be useful.
Let's see, that's 18, you said? 18 points of damage?
That is correct. Slashing damage.
Oh, I don't like this at all.
It's okay, though, because it's your turn, Drew. What's Kaz doing in response to that?
Kaz has to try to double attack 2 entropic strikes.
Oh my goodness. You got the flanking with the Bumfuzzle.
Let's see if we can make anything happen here. Entropic strike the first. Nope, that's not going to do it.
Ooh, a 5 on the dice is a miss.
Entropic strike the second. That is a 26 to hit.
19, a super hit, is a hit.
For 5 points of damage.
Okay, first points on the board.
Need every single one of them.
You like that. You like that. What kind of damage you doing?
Let's do both. Let's do both acid and bludgeoning.
Okay, 50-50. All right, yeah. So you are able to land a blow after she's like nearly cut you from shoulder to sternum. That is your turn. We've got the 2 Aslanti soldiers now. Oh boy, one is going to try and actually, I think you can just take an attack of opportunity when, because this one's going to try and shoot you immediately.
Okay.
Oh boy.
It's just an 11.
An 11 against KAC is a miss. I have rolled a 6 on the dice. What's your KAC?
My KAC is 13.
And that is just a hit, I believe.
Oh, man.
Just a hit.
Patrick's rolling pretty well. This is bad.
5 points of piercing damage, and they are going to guarded step behind Bumfuzzle, and as they do, pull out a small survival knife. You've seen them on just about every cadet here on planet. It's still going to hold the rifle in one hand, but that is their turn. The one on Itis is going to move guarded step backwards away from the drone, and it's going to try and shoot at it. 16 on the dice is a hit, and it is minimum damage, 2 points. Just hits a tentacle, a single tentacle that nearly useless to this non-living creature. That is their turn. Talara, move action down, and it's summon time. What's coming out?
Tiny demon.
It's your go-to. It's your favorite. Where's it going?
Right next to Sharu, Lieutenant Sharu.
No. She is nearly surrounded now by some wicked small looking creatures and Kaz.
Yeah, and I was thinking that I could put him here so that if Bumfuzzle wants to get out of the flanking position he's in, he can still get flanking with something. Okay, so Demon is going to take a full attack and bite twice.
All right, let's see how this...
Twice. Bite. Twice. Bite. Twice.
Number 1 is not going to hit. That is going to be a, 9.
Ooh, no. That's a miss, yes.
Oh, the next one is a 20.
Oh, that's a hit.
Yes. Awesome. So that does 8 damage.
Oh boy, more than Kaz. Oh, you might save someone's life right now.
Yeah, and Talara has a standard action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I shoot this guard that's right inside the door with my pistol?
You can, and you may try.
Yeah, I'll try.
You were like batting 1,000 last week with this pistol. Is that?
Yeah, not so much this time. That's a 7 to attack.
Nice, a miss. That won't do it. That is your turn. Bring us back to Bumfuzzle.
Let's see. So, am I allowed to step into the square with the chair?
You're not gonna like me. It will be a
climb
jump
check
or climb to get on. But if you climb, it will provoke.
All right. I'm going to stand my ground, just like Tom Petty told me.
Oh no! Yes.
And I got 2 words for you, Patrick. Hover, glow stick.
Okay, well,
this is from Eric H. This is coming out from Eric H. That's my boy Eric.
Really see this one coming?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I got to get these in before you kill me right now. All right, 29 on the engineering check.
Oh, she has noticed you, and she is very confused about what she sees going on right now.
That's right. I've got the hover glow stick like between my hands, and I'm like doing like the sandstorm like 2000s like rave kid dance. Like,
is this like a magic trick? What's happening?
No, it's a dance, Patrick. It's a dance. Come on, Patrick. It's a dance.
Okay. Alrighty. Go ahead and make that attack. You've tricked Lieutenant Sharu.
All right, so that is 17 versus flat-footed KAC, and that's including the flank.
You monster. That is a hit.
Yes. Oh, yes. Okay, yes. Thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. There, max damage, 8 points of damage.
Oh boy. You just got on the train that we call the amount of damage that the demon did last turn. Damage. Okay, wow. Yeah, you've 3 hits already this turn on the commander, Lieutenant Sharu.
And Jabert, you have critted me to give me the hiccups for the pronking hover glow stick sandstorm.
That's all I live for, Drew. That's all I live for.
Okay, that's your turn, Jabert. Bringing us back to Nikithi.
Nikithi sees how absolutely dangerous this Lieutenant Sharu is.
Yes.
And says, Win, they are going to need your help on the Lieutenant. Quick. And he is going to first, Idis is going to take a full attack. 1 on Lieutenant Sharu and 1 on this random soldier to try and keep the soldiers. I want to keep the soldiers' attention away from Talara.
Gulch.
But I also want to, yeah. So it's going to be a double gulch. So let's see how we do here.
Yes, yeah, baby.
Natural 20.
That's
Natural 20, guys.
Yes.
Bam. Oh, feels good. Burn for 1.
That was on Sharu.
That was on Sharu.
Yeah, my first. Yeah.
Nice.
And let's see some burn damage here.
I'm sorry. No, what did you roll though?
Natural 20.
Yeah. What is the number on the dice?
Oh,
the
23. 23 against EAC.
But you're double attacking.
Oh, right. So it would be 19 against EAC.
A 19 against EAC. There is some cover. You're firing through your friends.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry. That makes it a 17 against EAC, which is still a hit. You're welcome.
Nice.
Patrick, you monster.
It's not a guaranteed crit until I say it is, you garbage.
I was ready just to sign off right now and walk the proc away.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So you get the burn effect on their turn, correct? For the critical?
Yes.
What's the total damage you're doing right now, then?
10.
Nice.
10 points of fire.
Oh, you're going to need this.
Well, I suppose, do I get my choice of the burn or a card?
Yes, you can pull a card from the deck and choose one of the effects, basically.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's pull a card.
Okay. This could also change the damage that you do, mind you, but
that is okay.
We will see here what you get. So this is a energy attack. It is hit like a ton of bricks. The bonus effect, if you'd like, is the target is off target for 1 round.
Ooh, yes, I would like that. Yep, I would very much like that.
Once again, off target is going to give them a -2 to hit, basically until the end of your next turn.
Good, I like that. I think that might keep someone alive. So let's go with that. In which case, instead of the burn.
Okay, still double damage, so we're still
perfect.
They are looking pretty hurt, but you still got a second attack versus the other soldier. Yeah,
Patrick. Before we move on, who is that critical hit brought to us by?
Oh, good call. I've got it up and ready this week. We're running out of these, so if you are a Patreon subscriber and you haven't given us a shout out, we'll just start shouting people out all regular style. This is thanks to James. Shout out to all the PCs in my home game of Dead Sons. This podcast is why I'm running that game.
Oh, thank you.
Right.
Thank you so much. I dislike that it was on my boss, but way to go. Tyler, roll that second attack for me. Let's see what happens.
All right, another Gulch gun. Oh, I never actually get to click the flame fire weapon on Sirenscape. So there's that.
That was loud.
Whew. That was loud. That's an unexpected Gulch gun. That's a critical Gulch gun. But here comes another Gulch gun shot. I've rolled not good. I rolled an 8. So that's only going to be a very bad.
Will not hit.
And then Nikithi, because I still have a standard action for Nikithi, and we're gonna try harrying fire against the boss.
Okay, go ahead and try your best.
So that's gonna be an 18. So yeah, harrying fire. So whoever the next person to attack Lieutenant Sharu gets a +2.
Nice.
Alrighty, so a bunch of debuffs basically on the boss. Let's see if that'll help. But next at the bottom of the turn order of turn 2 is Win.
All right. So Win is going to take his buddy's advice, like a good captain would, and he goes towards the center of the room in front of Sharu, and is going to try to stab the boss with his trident. I believe I'm flanking with the tiny demon.
Oh, perfect tactical move here. Didn't even see that. With your 10-foot reach, you are indeed flanking with the tiny demon on the other side of this Aeon Guard Elite.
So I get +4 to this, correct?
Plus, yes, because you're the next one to hit with a herring fire. +4.
So that is a 16?
With your, with flanking and with the herring fire. Against KAC is a miss.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Dang.
9 on the dice.
Oh, no.
Yeah, go.
All right, and that brings us back to the commander's turn. We've got a couple of people that have done some damage here, some misses. She's going to focus on the folks around her. She's going to double attack, and we're going against Bumfuzzle. We're going against this demon who's done the most damage in melee. Let's do the tiny demon first. See what happens with this double attack. -2 because of off target. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
4 on the dice. Get gross. I don't like that.
Oh, demon doesn't die this time. Nice try.
What's the tiny demon's KAC?
Oh gosh, 12.
That is just a miss.
Oh, good. Oh.
You roll higher than a 4, apparently, against Bumfuzzle. Ooh, a 13 on the dice will do it. Indeedy do it. And a D10 is coming at the little goblin. That is 14 points of slashing damage.
That's all my luck.
All your luck is out?
Yep.
All your SP too?
Yeah, that also my escape. Yeah.
But that's all she's got. A lot less damage than last turn. Kaz, we're back to you. You're flanking with a Bumfuzzle still.
So I need to ready and use a Serum of Healing. So I believe that's going to take all of my turn, correct?
Yep. Pulling it out and stabbing yourself?
Yeah. I'll use that patch, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Patching it up, it will indeed. Which brings us to the soldier's turn.
Oh, 6 HP, yes.
This one is going to disengage from Bumfuzzle. Actually, no. No, she's got the knife out, so I think she's got to move forward here, and it's going to try and stab Win.
And provoke?
Just going to guarded step forward. Just a single knife stab versus the big bear. Threaten her commander from behind. I've rolled a 12 on the dice. That is a hit. Max damage, 5 points of slashing damage. And the other one sees Itis and saw that engulfed her captain with some kind of evil fire gun. I'm going to take 2 shots versus the drone. 2 shots coming at Itis. Poor Itis is
nice
in
rolls.
trouble. Yeah, I've rolled a 19 and a 16, so 2 hits against the drone.
Mm-hmm.
Do some damage.
That's okay.
That is 15 points of damage.
That is indeed ouch.
Yes, so pop. Couple
Drone is still up, but definitely
nice.
Took out some bits.
Okay, that is their turn, and we're back to Talara.
All right. First, Tiny Demon is going to take 2 bites against Sharu, and I am with Vin. And is it still +2 on top of that? Because
No, just the first hit with Herring.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
First attack.
That is a 13 to hit.
That's
Not
a miss. Mm-hmm.
Come on, Demon.
See something in the 20s.
Nope, even worse.
Ooh.
Nice try, Demon. Nice try.
So, the demon still sticks around until the start of your next turn, but that will be it for Tiny Demon.
Yeah, and then Talara is going to, again, use her pistol against this little guard down next to the door.
Mm-hmm.
And really terribly. Well, at least I'm not a worthy target.
you rolled 2 4s so far on those attacks, so not drawing its ire. The drone is a much bigger threat. Bumfuzzle, we are back to you.
I reach down to my belt and I pull off a small ball with a little pin in the side of it. And you think I'm going to pull the pin, but I crank it. And when I crank it once, it goes wubba dubba dubba dubba. And then I crank it again, it goes dubba 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 dubba. I crank it again, it goes bum 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 bum. And I crank it again, it goes dubba dubba bum 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 bum. And then I pull the pin and I throw it down right at those Sharu's feet. And there's this enormous like blah 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Lieutenant Sharu looks down at you and is like, am I a joke to you?
Better not be. 36 on the engineering check.
Natural 20 on that, which once again proves the rule. The longer you talk, the better you roll. Okay, so obviously you have tricked her and she is very confused.
Very, I think entertained maybe. That was a Phoenix Havoc, by the way, with a dubstep grenade. Thank you, Phoenix. Yeah, and then while she's getting into the groove, I'm gonna do my knife dance.
Ooh.
All right, so including the old flanking in this one.
All right.
Hang on one second. I gotta flex them out. Gotta stretch.
What, your index finger before you click the...
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. Oh no. I stretched too much.
It means nothing.
5 on the dice is a miss. A miss. Nakithi, we are back to you. Your drone is a target.
Normally I'm annoyed by like 10-minute turns, but I love Jabert's turns. I really don't mind it. It's funny every time. Okay. Well, Itis is hurt pretty bad.
Yep.
But she's got to keep on keep on keeping on. Idis is going to move in and try to attack this soldier that is that really, I mean, it shot her twice, so they are a very big threat to her, and try to get at him with some claws, get him to back up, or reposition or something.
Don't think so, buddy.
This is like, we are such bad rollers this entire season.
That was 10 total, 6 on the dice.
I'm gonna re-roll it.
Oh. Using that final... oh no, we have 2 rerolls left. Using your only reroll for this entire book.
Yeah.
You think you can do better than a 6?
I think I can do better than a 6. I need to put points on the board at this point because Idis is running out of hit points.
This drone is not, or this Aslanti has not been hit yet.
Yeah, so I feel like we got to get something going. So let's try that again. That's 16. I improved my roll by 10.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, 5 points of damage. I feel like that is not flashy, but I think it is needed.
Yeah.
And,
all right.
Nikithi, can Nikithi even shoot at Lieutenant Sharu? So for our listeners, there's just a wall of bodies between Nikithi and Sharu.
You can if you want. She will have full cover, so you're gonna need like a 20, boy.
I'm gonna need a 20.
Shoot the guard.
Guard is you have full.
Okay, let's just do harrying fire on the guard.
The other soldier.
Harrying fire on the guard. Pop.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Wow. All right, harrying fire on the guard.
All right, so this, the soldier right in front of Wynn is ducking down, trying to get behind the big blue bear as shots ring out over her head. Wynn, we're back to you, Miles.
All right.
You are still currently flanking with the tiny demon who you see like...
Yeah. But if I attack Sharu, would that provoke an attack from the cadet?
Not a melee attack, no.
Okay. Then I'm while I still have flanking, I'm gonna to look at Sharu and just say, "Get him!"
Yeah. Now we've got some...
So I'm gonna go ahead and put that little target on.
Got him.
Oh, whoops. So that way everyone gets a +1, and I'm gonna use my trident.
Nice.
So that is a 21 to hit.
Oh, that's a hit.
Yeah, for 6 points of damage. Or no, wait. I'm sorry. I have to roll a d8. For 5 points of damage.
No, 5 plus 2, right?
Yeah, you said you solved your poison situation.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So 7 points of damage.
Alrighty. Yep, she is not looking great. She's unhappy about this big bear situation, but she can't really do anything about it. Yikes. Yeah, they are in a tight spot.
Great positioning, by the way. Props to everybody.
Yeah, you too, Tyler.
No, I'm not doing anything. But the way you, I mean, like for our listeners, they have trapped her around the captain's chair.
She hasn't been able
in a really good way
to move.
Yeah.
Which is kind of their whole deal is stick and move.
I want them to die and fall into the captain's chair and have their final little bit speaking at the captain's chair. I say that now Patrick's going to kill me, so...
Welcome to Drew's short fiction podcast.
So, I believe... Bumfuzzle, the demon, and Kaz, none of them did damage against Sharu this turn. So, I'm going to roll randomly, see who she is attacking. So...
she didn't have reach to reach the dumb bear who actually hit her.
Yeah.
Pronk!
Unfortunately not.
Sorry, gentle, awesome bear that is my best friend.
If I roll low, I'm going to attack Bumfuzzle high, the tiny demon. So this one's going to the tiny demon. If it still lives... Let's see, same thing, high tiny demon. Okay, so she might be sending a couple attacks versus the demon here. Let's do this. First one. That is a hit against the demon. How much HP does tiny demon have these days?
6.
Well, tiny demon's dead like 3 times, and the second attack is going to a Kaz. I rolled a 19 on the dice, Drew.
Oh, super. Here.
Coming at you with another of damage. Ooh, 19 points of damage. You don't like to see that.
Hey, Kaz,
hold on. Talara is going to use her paradigm shift to lessen.
Ice. Good call.
Nice.
and make this minimum damage.
You monster! How dare you, Rebecca? I rolled so well on that damage. So that reduces the D10 to a 1, which means you're only taking 12 points of damage.
Oh.
Good job,
How
Rebecca.
are you doing, Cass?
So before Rebecca popped in, I would have been down.
Oh, yes!
But now I'm
Which
sitting
one,
at.
Bruce?
Now I'm
Aren't you
sitting
glad I haven't had to use my RP on myself and I can use it on you guys?
Thank you.
Forgot that takes an RP, yeah. Okay, so still up, Kaz. It is your turn, Drew.
All in, baby.
You said Sharu wasn't looking good. Is that correct?
I mean, she's pretty hurt. She's been stabbed a few times, whether it be trident or goblin dog slicer. You've landed a hit, and she is like her leg has been burnt up from Idis's gulch gun. So she's taken like 4 or 5 hits.
Kaz smells blood in the air. He sees that he's flanking. We've got get him from Win. We're gonna double attack.
Come on, Drew!
Entropic Strike the first.
Yes,
That is a 20 with all that? 21?
yeah, that's a hit.
For 5 points of damage.
Okay, she's still up.
Oh, I don't think that's going to do anything. So that's...
Yeah, 8 on the dice will be missed with 14.
Well, it's been fun, guys. It's been fun.
Well, don't worry, because the cadet seems focused on Wen and is going to make a couple of knife attacks versus the bear. Oh boy, natural 1.
Nice.
So that 11, I think, might still be a miss too, unfortunately. Yep. So she missed twice. She's like digging it into your fur, but it's like not reaching the skin.
Hallelujah.
Not bypassing that delightful fur level. And then the cadet here to the south is you can make an attack of opportunity with Idis. She's going to attack twice.
Oh, no, Patrick, why?
What's the matter?
I was hoping you'd back up and just attack once.
Oh, well, I'm probably going to hit more this way.
Super hit! Super hit! Super hit!
Ooh, how much is it?
19 on the dice, and Idis's claws have an expanded crit range because she plays off Pathfinder rules.
Yeah, no, that doesn't exist. And people that joke about rules that aren't existing just get natural ones. Tyler, don't you know the natural 1 fairy?
No. 5 points of damage, Patrick.
She's still up, and it's a good thing that she is, because she's just gonna obliterate your drone.
Oh, please pull roll ones. Roll low.
2 hits.
Oh, no.
No, Idis.
That's it. Idis might get...
You don't like to see that, do you?
Ooh, Idis might get destroyed if you roll really well.
I've rolled 12 points of damage with 2 hits, and she's just unloading her mag into the drone.
Idis gets disabled.
Oh, no!
Oh, wait. I can use my paradigm shift on her. Do you want me to? Do we want to save the drone?
I can't tell you if it, I can't. That would be cheating if I told you if it would work. Or
Would it not?
Well, I mean, you know, one of these
like-
max damage.
Yeah, like I said, I can't. Well, yeah, I can't tell you, but it's up to you.
How much RP does Talara have?
I have 3 left.
It's up to you. I mean, you've got other teammates here. Do you think that she would be trying to save an Idis?
I think she would.
Can you do it more than once per turn?
It consumes a reaction, so
It's a reaction.
Ooh, then I don't think you can, right? No, you've taken your turn.
Yeah,
When was the last time-
no, because you reduced
So
it.
that was earlier in this round.
She
Yeah.
reduced
that
it for
was really-
Kaz, and then she had a turn.
Oh, this isn't an option then. Idis is out.
Disabled.
Idis is out. And that is their turn, which means we are now back to you, Talara, and that will reset your reaction.
Oh, I got confused about where we were in the turn order.
Oh, I did too. Sorry.
Okay. Oh gosh, seeing that Idis has fallen, she's all alone with this guard, has no spells left.
Don't like that.
Oh gosh.
You've got a pistol in hand.
She doesn't have a melee weapon out, does she?
No.
She does not. Where would you run to?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, closer to Sharu? That sounds like a great idea.
Well, Sharu's using a melee weapon right now, so if you're on the other side of the chair, she's not going to be able to hit you.
You can shoot and close the door.
Also that.
Well, except for I want to keep the door open so that I can, like, help you guys should you take damage. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I kind of want to... It's probably stupid, but I think I'm going to run past her and stand just behind the chair.
Yes.
Okay, so running into the room, she's training her rifle on you. You have a standard, so what would you like to do?
Shoot Sharu.
Sure, yeah, I'll try to use my pistol against Sharu.
Oh boy.
To join the fray.
Okay.
It's a 16.
Against
EAC, right?
EAC, correct, is a miss.
Oh.
And you're shooting kind of over that chair. That is not going to do it. Would have hit that guard just fine, but the soldier is getting ready to fire back. Bumfuzzle, we are back to you.
So this one is coming out to us from James W. Thank you, James. I reach into the pocket right next to the pocket I just pulled the dubstep grenade out of, and I pull out a plasteel ball that is painted red and white. Thank you for that. That is painted red and white, and I look at it, and I look at her, and I say, "Oh, Sharu." Wait, that's her name, right? Oh, Sharu?
Sharu.
No,
Sharu.
Lieutenant Sharu.
Yeah.
Oh, Sharu is the Alien Archive race.
Yeah.
It's Tyler's character's race.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're the exact same sound, so, you know. Forgive me for getting two made-up things. And so I look at it, and I look at her, and I say, "Lieutenant Sharu, I choose you!" And I throw it at the ground. And it opens up, and this bright light comes out of it.
This is legally distinct from any and all potential movie, video games, TV shows that could be using something very similar to this.
Yeah, stay out of our business, Nintendo. Quit listening to this podcast. And a small plushy goblin sort of pops out of it with a rubber knife and just sort of whacks her on the shins with it. And
oh boy! Now this engineering is now a miniature toy goblin attack roll.
Yeah, exactly. That'll be a 24.
Just enough.
Oh, yes. Wait, you're telling me that this cat is a CR4?
I might be telling you that, yeah.
Holy! Oh, jeez.
So you should probably roll very well on damage right now. And
that's what I'm gonna try to do. That's what I'm gonna try to do. So while she's attacking the Pronke ball, I'm going to take advantage of the opening and attack. Oh no!
Oh, it wanted to be a 17.
Never has someone worked so hard for a 3.
Oh no!
Yeah. Yikes! Oh boy. Tyler, we're on to Nikithi. Drone gone.
So yeah, Nikithi is holding his custom rig, and he sees just like, flashing red lights and a bunch
Screen goes black.
Yeah, just a bunch of figures that everything is slowly shutting down, and to him it's the equivalent of watching someone die, and he kind of is like in the middle of having a breakdown, but maybe the last thing he sees through Idis's eyes is that this soldier is aiming at Talara. And his instinct, to maybe protect, like, one of the people who's really come to connect with Idis kind of maybe kicks in, keeps him from just becoming a useless pile of slug. He runs forward and he lobs a small object.
Okay, what is it?
First, let me see if I did it good. I done did it good. So a small seed, kind of no bigger than an acorn, lands in the square directly between the soldier and Talara. And as soon as the seed hits the ground, it begins to burst forth in vines that form a wall 5 feet high and cover some adjacent squares, as well as it begins to sprawl out and provide Talara with some cover.
Oh, this is a little armory toy you've come up with.
Yes, this is called a cover seed. It is from Armory. And yeah, it can provide some cover to people. So hopefully that will help her out. And that is all Nikkithi can do.
Okay, all right, we're back to Win, Miles.
Win is going to call out "Get him again" on old boss lady,
Lieutenant Sharu,
and attempt again to he got her once, so he's hoping to get her again with his trident. And he doesn't.
9 on the dice is gonna be a miss against KAC. But don't worry, it's back to her turn. It is Lieutenant Sharu's turn. Back to her, and the only people on top of her are Bumfuzzle and Kaz. So I think it's attack going to both of you. Let's do Bumfuzzle first.
Good night, everybody.
A 10 on the dice. Your KAC is
16.
That is a hit with a 10 and a D10's coming at you. Ooh, max damage. Ooh, maximum damage. 21 points.
Wait, Talara uses an RP to save Bumfuzzle and make this minimum damage.
Biscuit. Okay. Best damage roll, I think, of the campaign so far. 21 points. Bringing it down to 12.
Oh, you're gonna hate this.
What?
Bumfuzzle goes down.
Oh no!
Yep.
Good try.
Here's where it happens, guys.
And the next one's going to Kaz. Single going to Kaz. Ooh, 18 on the dice.
Pretty
And
sure that's a hit, Patrick.
Kaz is taking 15 points of damage. Oh!
Okay, so what's the death roll?
What's your max hit points?
My max hit points is 20. So I don't think.
How many did you have currently?
5.
Yeah, so you're fine. You are down though. Do you have any RP?
Kaz is down. I'm assuming you're asking because I am next in the turn order and your turn is done?
Well, it is the end of Sharu's turn, and yeah, as you are down on the ground, if you have an RP, you can stabilize.
Yep, so I have 1 RP left. Oh, prunk.
You are in huge trouble.
So this is it. So I have used the RP to stabilize.
That is going to be basically it for Kaz. It is these guys' turn.
For this turn. Please clarify. For this turn. For me? Can you do that for me, please?
I don't know. If you don't have any RP, you're kind of out of it. This soldier on top of Win is going to move around, make room for her boss next turn, and is going to try and stab the slid person that just came in the room.
Why?
Spread it out a little bit.
I get to make an attack then.
She just guarded stepped, so
say that.
I mean, if she's just moving 5 foot, that's all she's got to do. But a 15 on the dice is a hit.
Yeah. Stop rolling so well, please.
3 points of damage, and the other one is going to make a single shot against Talara, I believe. Cover provided her. Got to roll pretty well here. Okay. What is Talara's KAC, Rebecca?
14.
I rolled a hit. That's a 12 on the dice. Damn! And 5 points of piercing damage. Shoulder pierces your jacketed shoulder. And we are back to you, Rebecca. It
All
is
right.
dire at this point.
Yeah. Oh, God.
We got to shoot the boss.
Yeah, I had a plan, but now I feel like all I can do is shoot the boss. Okay, I'm gonna shoot twice because why not?
Okay. All right,
I don't know if that's good.
You're fishing for a 20, it seems like.
Yeah, she is very much.
Or 1. Hey, we'll see.
Please re-roll the 1 if you roll it.
Right. That is not gonna do it.
2, natural toot.
Natural toot.
Oh my god! Yes!
Natural 20, and it is indeed a crit.
Yes! Awesome. So I would like a card, please, and a shout out.
Son of a biscuit. You loving your shout outs.
That's the most amazing roll in the world.
Rebecca, I know that you're my wife and all of that, but I need you to know that I love you.
Oh
I
my
love
God.
you so much.
No flame. I love her too.
So this shout out's going to Chuprakata, a super fan of the show, and it's really coming from Maymay. Maymay, the dog, reminds everyone to get up from the table and stretch. As always, self-care is important. Thank you, Chupra and Maymay. Let's shuffle up this crit deck that you can get on Paizo.com.
Can I re-roll that first attack? No?
Let's
After this?
let's see what this crit is. Hang tight.
Yeah, you're getting pretty big for your britches here. Pretty happy with this natural 20 that you got. This is called Inspiring Shots. One ally within 30 feet ends a condition it is suffering from. I don't think anyone's got any negatives at this.
Am I suffering from not
Downed?
stable?
Yeah, from downed.
Am I suffering from dying?
Suffering from a condition that you are suffering from. The condition, I believe, condition of dying is when you currently have 0 hit points, and this would stabilize, I imagine, automatically.
Ooh.
So Bum Puzzle gets to stabilize.
Without using an RP too. Oh,
That's so huge.
that's so huge because I don't have any prong.
So you can take that, or you can take the burn crit effect, but it'll be double damage still.
Yeah, I think I'll stabilize one of my 2 friends.
Well,
It's got to be Bum Puzzle because I'm
Kaz
already
is-
stable.
Oh, it has to be. Gotcha.
Because I
Okay.
used my RP at the time.
Okay, cool.
so you see Lieutenant Sharu just ready to obliterate your friends and score such a painful hit in her shoulder. One carrying most of the weight of this 2-handed blade, and you from down below, Bum Puzzle, see the shot, and you're like, yay! Automatically stabilize. Automatically stabilize. Can you believe it? And how much damage was that in total?
4.
Okay. All right. She is looking ragged now. But she turns around and is now just locked eyes with you, Talara. Bum Puzzle, you are stabilized. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna spend an RP to get 1 hit point back, and I look. I'm laying on the ground, and I look over, and I see
See Talara save your life.
Well, I see a little like inconsequential object that fell out of my pocket, and I reach out and I grab it, and then I hold it up to Sharu and I say, "You dropped this." And then I leap up and I come forward with my knife.
Ah, the old engineering trick of, is this yours? And I found this thing on the ground. All right. Well, if the gods are correct, then this very short engineering trick, it should be a very low roll. Let's make that roll. Oh no! Yes! 35.
Alrighty. Here we go.
Doesn't matter. You just roll well on engineering.
Oh, we need this.
Boy, I really wish I hadn't wasted my re-roll on that natural 1 in episode 2.
Yep. We need it.
It's okay. You got this. I believe.
Yes!
Yes!
Wow. Natural 20. I don't like where this episode has gone. Yes! Gone off the flippin' rails. I'm gonna give just a general shout out to superfan Wookie Gunner. I feel like somehow this is your fault. You gave them this.
Thanks, Wook.
Oh, gross. So with that, you just weakly get to your knees and stab out in front of you, almost blindly, through the blood dripping down your helmet there. And you connect with just a hole in the backside of her armor, maybe right where Talara shot, and it drives down deep inside her chest. That is all it took, because you've rolled 3 damage just on the first bit of this, and that is how much she had. Yes!
Oh my god!
Yes! Like that at all.
Oh, we still have two jumps up, so let's not celebrate too much, but fucking yes!
Critical hits in a row to bring down this demon.
That is Providence! Woo!
Believable.
I don't like it. I don't like it, and it is now Nikithi's turn.
I'm exhausted. Nikithi maybe was just really thinking this is it. I mean, he watched Kaz and Bumfuzzle go down, realizes that Win is really the only body between him and death, and then sees Bumfuzzle and Talara just step up. He's invigorated. He takes a guarded step backwards and takes a shot, aiming for the head.
Ooh, this soldier in front of you.
The soldier
that stabbed out at you.
Let's go for 3 crits in a row. Let's do it.
I swear. I don't like those odds.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. But a 13 against DAC.
That is a hit against this.
Yes!
Sure.
2 points of damage as Nikithi feels invigorated.
Yeah,
He
first
killed
damage on the
last
board.
episode, and now he wants more.
the genteel Asharan scientist, thirsty for blood. When we're back to you, the commander is down for the count, and you've got a single IVSC soldier on top of you trying to stab through your fur.
All right, so Win is going to shout the ye old get 'em on this soldier boy.
Soldier girl.
Soldier. Period.
And then he is going to ready his trident and try just to jam him.
Jam him in.
And it's not going to help.
Well, what's the...
It's a 9 or a 10 on the dice.
10 and plus what's your bonus? Plus 3?
Yeah, it should be 2 from strength, 1 from Bab, 1 from Get 'em, so plus 4.
Oh, right, because yes, plus 3.
Yes, so 13 against KAC is a miss.
Yeah. Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
Sorry, that would be 14, wouldn't it? Be 1 for your Bab, 2 for your strength, 1 for Get 'em.
13.
Oh, 13. Yes.
Yeah, it's still a miss.
That's okay. We're going back to the top of the turn order, and it no longer has Lieutenant Sharu at the top, which means Kaz is still unconscious. It is indeed the soldiers' turns, and they don't like it. This one is going to back up away from you, Win, and try and take a shot. It's going to drop that knife at her feet. You can still make an attack of opportunity.
I'm gonna.
In range here.
I guess that's a 14.
14 against KAC is a hit.
All right.
Yeah!
There you go.
Found out their KAC. Okay, and she's going to take a shot back at you. Ooh, 11 on the dice. That's a hit. And 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And this guy, emboldened by hitting Talara last turn, is going to try and make a couple shots against her in this big wall of the seed wall is still up, right?
Yeah, it's up for 5 rounds.
Oh boy. All right, so still under cover here. I've rolled a 3, that's a miss, and the second is a 16. What is your KAC normally, Rebecca?
14.
14. So that is just a hit with the 16 on the dice. So another one coming at you for 4 points of damage. A second shot pierces your armor, and we are back to you, Rebecca.
All right. This guy has get 'em on it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The other guard.
To the north.
Okay, so seeing that the seed wall is still in place, Talara is going to turn her attention toward the other guard that has get 'em on it and use her pistol against it.
Gotcha.
That's a 14 to attack.
Against KAC?
EAC.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's a hit. 15.
Awesome.
Yeah, you're shooting through
Oh,
a little
yeah,
bit of
15.
cover there, but still a hit.
Yeah, so that'll do 2 damage.
Okay, she is still up. But for how long? Bumfuzzle, we're back to you. A single hit point. You've taken down the leader here. What do you want to do?
Let's see. I'm going to turn my attention and follow Win's lead. And let's see. Gotta find one from the list.
Get 'em, friends.
Yeah, exactly. I already did one with a little doll in it. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I pull out a a bottle of Wynn's junk sensor fuel, and I like screw it onto the barrel of my laser pistol, and then when I shoot through it, it fires a big fireball that just singes the nostril hairs and also is startling to a person. And I apologize to Wynn for stealing his fuel when he wasn't looking.
Sounds like a flame attack.
That's a 21 on the check.
That'll do it.
Nice. Yes. Okay. Here comes a laser pistol shot. Oh no. Oh no. That'd be a 9 versus flat-footed the AC.
3 on the attack roll. That's a miss. Ooh. Okay. Okay, Nikithi, we are back to you.
Pronk it. Shooting twice. Why not? First shot. As it rings out is a miss. That's like a 9.
Yeah.
Second shot. Rings out. Come on. Give me a good one.
Ooh, no.
Still have a
two misses.
reroll, Tyler.
No, I already used my reroll, buddy.
Pronk, sorry.
Oh, everyone's used theirs, right? Oh, boy. Okay, Wynn, we're back to you.
All right. So he's going to maintain get him and attack with his trident. Try to make one last good jab at this guy.
I believe.
That is a 14.
That's a hit.
For 5 points of damage.
That is exactly how many hit points they have left.
Yay.
This soldier to the north, down as well. Ooh.
So close.
Was one. And
How the turntables.
Yeah, no, it's not good. Kaz is down still. This last soldier rifle goes click, and she's scrambling to reload this turn, which brings us back to Talara. They look like they are getting ready to fill you full of holes once more on the other side of the seed wall.
Yeah, I am actually going to use... Y'all are going to hate me. I'm going to use Infinite Worlds to call upon another dimension. I imagine she would choose the one that Aslanti probably hate the most, which is full of sunshine and rainbows. And so it's just a cloud of sunshine and rainbows around the Aslanti.
No, there are no slaves anywhere. I hate this place.
So it is now in difficult terrain, and I am going to move into the bathroom.
Okay, heading out. Didn't see that coming.
For a second, I thought she was telling us that she was going to go on break for a while.
Yeah.
I was like,
Speaking of being on break, Kaz has like 4 heal serums on him. Just pick one up, stab him with one. Come on.
That's a whole turn. You'll be better in a little bit.
Bumfuzzle, we're on to you.
Let's see. This cover's still up, right?
Yep. It's up for another 2 turns.
All right. Yeah, I am indeed gonna run over here, lay flat, and then grab a healing serum out of Kaz's pockets.
Okay.
Scrounge one out.
Nikithi.
And use it on yourself.
He doesn't need these. He's dead, right?
They don't work when you're dead.
Oh boy. Let's see. Nikithi is going to move where he is. Oh man, can Nikithi stand? That looks like it might be on top of some. Can I stand where I've moved? I've kind of moved next to what looks like a computer bank. Is that a standable location?
As far forward as you can. Yes, you can. You're standing on earth and rocks here in this destroyed computer bank.
He
sees a clear shot.
He sees this. He sees Idis's downed, husk, and
his anti-soldier is just like got a leg propped up on it, ready to steady their aim.
Yeah, and he feels not so much anger, but pain. And
this is the one that killed Idis.
Yeah. He blames himself for not engineering her better, and he's gonna take a shot, but his hands are shaky. Mom spaghetti. Super hit.
Yes. Jeez Louise. 19 on the dice.
19 on the dice. That's 3 points of fire damage for you.
They had 3 hit points left.
Oh, Pronk.
That laser blast goes right through the helmet. Bypassing the armor. They're dead. we're out of combat.
Oh my god.
man!
That was a close one.
I don't understand how you pulled that one out. I was like, oh man, I do like 15 to 20 damage a turn.
We got real fucking lucky with some things.
Knock some people out here.
Bringing Bum Puzzle back into the combat. Just proc. Golly.
So, yeah, is someone getting up, Kaz?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hit him with one of his own healing serums. And I would say,
fuck you, Bum Puzzle.
And I just say, that'll be $50.
You slap it on like his armor, not on his skin.
Just sort of squirt it out like in his face.
I hate that I have to use one of those.
Yeah. Well, so you're back conscious, and you are laying on the ground, almost face to face, Kaz, with Sharu, and you can hear, just as you come back to it, the sounds of liquid being spit up inside her helmet, and she's struggling to kind of get on her elbows to prop herself up and keeps falling down. She eventually presses a button on her neck as the fight is going on around you guys still. And, as you're semi-conscious, you hear, it hiss. You see her face as the helmet kind of bifurcates and splits down the middle and opens up. It's a very shrewd face, large cut over her left eye, splitting that eyebrow in half. And, she is coughing up blood, kind of coats her cheeks. She seems to kind of like look around the room and then focus in on you and nods her head. And, it looks like she's having a hard time forming words as she locks eyes with you, Kaz. Does Kaz have sense motive? It's a skill.
It doesn't need to be trained, if that makes a difference.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can go ahead and roll it.
Yeah, I have nothing in it, but it does not need to be trained. It's a 14.
Yeah, it seems like she seems to recognize you. There's confusion. You see anger in her eyes, and then they just freeze up. She stops moving, goes still, and is dead forever. That's the end of combat, everybody.
Did Bumfuzzle notice this? Is this something that Bumfuzzle would be able to see?
Do you think he'd be interested in looking her over?
Well, yeah, I mean, Bumfuzzle probably would have scrambled over to ask where Sedona was, but it seems like she expired before we could get any answers out of her.
Not in a good state from those two back-to-back crits.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Make me a sense motive check as well. You guys are you're trying to heal up your friend.
That was a 19.
Yeah, you're confused as to why, but she, sees you, pays you no mind, and just seems to hone in on Kaz as she dies, and you see a number of emotions kind of cross her face.
Bumfuzzle just side-eyes Kaz for just a second, and then looks away, trying to be discreet.
Yeah, so you guys can gather up the stuff you found here, and rest. I imagine if you have the RP you need to spend.
I do not.
I will be resting.
Or just die.
Yeah, let's camp out for 72 hours in this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go take a nap over in this bedroom over here.
Well, as you're moving, you can gather gear and head towards the back of the ship. Eventually, your comm units spark to life. It seems like the rock cover overhead was blocking out all transmissions, and you hear, very garbled through static.
Come in, Win, and the rest of the furniture's Earth straight. Do you all read me? Come in, Win.
We read you?
It's Goriah Lee. Thank goodness you answered. We got some telemetry in that the Aslanti warship is entering Nakonda's space. It looks to be the Barazad returning. You all need to get out to your ship and get airborne before they catch you on the ground.
So I turn to my crew and say,
we gotta go now.
She finishes up the comm as you guys are racing out of the Royal Venture, and she says, good luck, you all. Let the gods light your afterburners, and don't forget, to be continued.
Oh man.
Bum, 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 bum.
Patrick, before we end tonight, I have a very important question to ask.
Was that true?
How much XP did we get for this fight?
Oh my gosh, it's so much. I was hoping at least one of you would die, so not everyone would get all this sweet, sweet experience. And that was a CR5 encounter, Mother Bronzers.
Wild.
That is
wild.
CR5. You survived it, at level 2, 1,600 experience points.
What?
400 each, putting you all well into level 3.
Yes!
Well earned, but this book ain't over yet. Oh, we have some combat and we have some things to take care of next week on the podcast.
I have so many questions. We came here for a rune drive and Sedona. Sedona's not here. Rune drive's not here. There's a computer we didn't get to check.
We'll find out that and more, but definitely no rune drive, definitely no Sedona. You've searched every single room now. But yeah, no, maybe we'll find out next week what's going on. I figured you guys had survived long enough this evening, played through enough of this game. Probably want to rest mentally and physically, as well as your characters somewhat. So let's wrap it up here. Nice long one for this boss battle.
Yeah.
That's going to do it. So yeah, signing off episode 88. Everyone take care of yourselves. Thanks for joining us and have a great week.
Thanks, listeners.
Everybody.
Night.
Everybody.
Bye bye.